which ones to choose. So we got invited to come early to an estate sale. And as you can see, the lady had quite the salt and pepper shaker collection. I think at one time she did have the Guinness Book of World Records at one time. I don't know if she was the current holder or not, but there's 14,000, I did say that, 14,000 salt and pepper shakers at one time in her collection. I guess we'll just grab a box and I'll start going through. And I don't even know. I guess ones I've sold before, ones I know people collect. I have no idea.
This is becoming Yvonne's favorite position when we go somewhere, it seems like, anymore.
Is Beckham?
Crisscross on the ground.
Crisscross applesauce. Yeah, I get to pick all by myself. Probably want to take a peek at that tree. But yes, so nice to be able to pick by yourself. Yay. Oh, y'all, I have no idea what I got myself into. So the other day I got messaged from a girl that I used to, like back in our teenage years, we worked at the local grocery store, and then she went to school, the same school as Chris did. They didn't graduate together, but anyway, long story short, she had an estate she was cleaning out. I didn't know if it was one of her family members or what, but it ended up being a lady that never had any children. And so she was left her estate. Tater. So she was left her estate to clean out. So she, which doesn't sound like, you know, it is a huge undertaking. Anybody that's dealt with cleaning out an estate, you know. This estate was a little bit different. And I didn't even ask, because I can always find something to purchase. So I didn't even ask to see pictures. I didn't even ask any info. We just made a time that we could meet. So with that being said, salt and pepper shaker collection. She had the world's record at one time, or still holding, of over 14,000. I said 14,000 salt and pepper shakers. And the quinky dink there is that she used to come into the salon. I didn't do her hair. One of my coworkers did her hair, so I know who she was. I remember her talking about the conventions that she would go to. You know, there's a convention for everything, you know. So her and her husband, that was what they did. They collected salt and pepper shakers, a lot of salt and pepper shakers. So I dug in and I'm like, okay, I'm sure there's got to be some that I would be interested in. And I wasn't the first person. Like the lady that owns Hall Creek, where our antique booths are, she'd already picked out, I guess, over 700 sets. And a few people of the group, actually my son Alex had done a shout out on the Facebook page of the Salt and Pepper Shaker Collection group that she had passed and that they were having an estate. And so if anybody wanted to come take a look, they probably should contact so-and-so. So there's that. So yeah, anyway, yes. So the next thing I know, I'm picking. Oh, he is so cuddly at times, and other times he's like, don't even touch me. But, yeah, so she's counting out my salt and pepper shakers, and I'm like, okay, I need to take a break. Is there anything else in the house that you're selling that I can look at? Because that's still, 700 isn't even a dent out of that 14,000, you know. So I left the room, started going to go pick in the Christmas. Some vintage Chris's up in the attic, and I come back down and she's like, you have 100 sets. Shoot. How did I pick 100 sets of salt and pepper shakers? I just did. I did. Y'all, I just did. Oh my gosh. So there is that. So y'all, what am I going to be selling? I'm going to be selling some salt and pepper shakers. Wow, I did not have any clue that I had picked that many, but yes, along with some odds and ends. It was not a hoarder situation by any means. It was just stuff. She was a crafter. I didn't really take a lot of pictures because a lot of it was just in totes, other than the salt and pepper shakers. But yeah, she did some doilies. She did some knitting, crocheting on dish towels. So that was all well organized. So there wasn't really like a ton of stuff to choose from, but I was happy that I was allowed to go upstairs pre-estate sale the weekend before and go through totes and find some vintage Christmas. So yeah. So anyway, I'll have to wait for Tater to be done cuddling so I can show you some stuff. Oh, he's such a sweet little boy, isn't he? Do we not just love him? So okay, Tater. So what do you want to see first? Do you want to see the salt and pepper shakers? Or do you want to see the stuff? How about we do the stuff and then I'll sit down with the salt and pepper shakers. But some little boy just is very cuddly. He's just so cuddly right now. Okay, so of course it was a lot deal. So I gathered a whole bunch of stuff and then we put it in a lot. So she did have some Mekin pieces. Is this Mekin? No, OP something, OPO. But it's a beautiful ironstone chamber pot with lid. It does look like, now that I'm looking at it in the light, that maybe the lid had been repaired. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes you get that reflection and it looks like that. I don't know, there might be some crackage, but maybe not. So there's that ironstone piece that I picked up because, you know, I'm a sucker for ironstone pieces. And then I didn't take the basin, but I did take the pitcher because the basins don't really sell. And then this one is a Mekin. I knew one of them was a Mekin, so just a beautiful pitcher. I'll probably try to resell because I have too many. And then this heavy older ironstone, it's not marked or anything, but it's just a nice thick heavy stoneware bowl. She has no family to give the picture to. I love the frame. Look at the tinsel. Look at the tinsel, you all. Oh, the over Christmas tree tinseled. And the lady that we were from, she, you know, she said, I'm pretty sure that's probably her in one of the pictures, but like she said, there's no family. That's why a non-family member got the estate. So that's hard, isn't it? Wooden bowl, I would leave as is. It's already painted on the outside and wood in the inside. Hummingbird little light. I love these little lights. They're good sellers for me. These are not in the best of shape by any means, but I'm sure somebody would be happy to have some old sleigh bells. Like I said, they're broken. The bells are still wonderful. They still look great in vignettes. So let's not send them to the garbage. They're beautiful. They're even as is, even though they're not complete. A bucket full of old, these do sell, slow sells, but these little, the ones that are shaped like this, I'll put in like a bag of 10 in a little baggie for a couple bucks and they sell. But I really liked this bucket. That I know the people that grew up with avocado green are not a fan, but you know how old this bucket is if it's avocado green. And it's funny because I probably could pop it on eBay and somebody would probably buy it. You know, there's that whole film crew out there looking for vintage pieces to do movies with. You never think about that sometimes, do you? She had a few Crocs, but they were the two-toned, but so I like this little squatty one. I thought it was super cute, so I did buy that. And it's not cracked or anything dirty. It's dirty, but Yeah, and an old cutting board that I can make into a checkerboard. It's got a little warpage, but it doesn't really matter at all. So into the vintage Christmas, they're a shiny bright box with old tinsel in it. So bonus there. And then some more old garland tinsel-y stuff. Some more. I grabbed up quite a bit of it. This is some newer. I don't know how newer, but probably older than I think because it's only $1.59. One of those prices been like that. And then when I saw this egg box, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this egg carton. So then I had to open it very gingerly because, you know, when the cardboard and stuff ages, it gets so brittle. And then she had stored her Christmas bulbs in it. Smart. Very smart. So bonus to have the egg box and some bulbs. Box of shiny bright silver. So her theme was more like a silver and blue kind of thing. And then these are not shiny brights, but they're still sets, like they say, 77 cents. So they're still older. I always need a jeweler's eye to read what the bulb says. I'm pretty sure they're not shiny brights. That's not a shiny bright box, but still old bulbs. And then this is a full, it's exactly what it is. It is plastic. Some of you might think tacky, but people absolutely love stuff like this now. I love that all the bulbs were there, the plastic flowers. Oh, it's so sweet. And you know it works. So yeah, somebody will be very happy to add this into their collection for their Christmas. So Kmart for $3.88 back in the day. Crazy, something like this now would be 30 some bucks probably, if not more. Digging around in the boxes. They're plastic, so it's Santa on a swing. And then Santa in front of a house. And I guess you could have like put them different ways because the holes aren't all the way through, but when I Google lensed it, like you could move Santa around, he could have had a ladder, he could have been, so there's like lots of different versions that you could have done with this. And then Santa in a mushroom with a little deer down there. The one I saw online showed a ladder, but I don't even know where the ladder would have attached. So it could have been another one of those cases that they're all kind of all different. So it's just fun. Oh, I didn't even notice the other deer back here. So mushroom, Santa, and deer. And it is as plastic can be. I love that she saved the boxes. Yeah, so this is just an old very flocked tree with the colored lights. It has been saved and not smashed, which is awesome. The things she had were very well cared for. So yes, I can still slide it into the bottom of this to put it into the hole. There, now it's secure, now it's not gonna fall. But the graphics are awesome. A little bit of damage to the box, but it's wonderful shape. Find the old Bibles of the house, because if I see them, I'm going to pick them up. They are definitely worse for wear. This one's outer cover is gone. Seeing if there is any writing in it. 1896. 1896. So unfortunately, the cover, if that is the cover, it's only got the binding. And then there's this one, like if she didn't have any family to leave them to, so this one, I feel like I should have like, oh, it's disintegrating. So Marianne, I'm just looking for a date, y'all. The pages are so brittle. This one may not be dated, but this one is very, very old. So put those back in the plastic. Then I did pick out some of her craft items because her craft items are vintage. Because look at the color of this. Oh, come on. Tinsel stems is what they're called, but I was going to call them something else, pipe cleaners. So I love the colors of them. This one's a little bit newer. It's still not terribly new at $1.09. So yeah, just some odds and ends I thought I could use in little vignettes because they were cute. Made in Taiwan. They're heavy. Yeah, and I just thought, oh yeah, I could make candy canes. So there's that. And then this is like the ceramic tree, but it's a little house. Oh, and maybe she did it herself as ceramics. I didn't see a signature or anything like that. It's just these little pieces, anything to do with the ceramic trees will sell. So how old it is, I have no idea. So then you just get the whole box. So I picked up this like garland that had because it has Santa on it. And then this one had Frosty. So there's a whole bunch of Frosty. So I could leave it as is, or I could cut them off and use them in something, because there's a whole bunch of, like a few of them on each one of these strands. And then I have the bonus of using the packages. I think these were Shrinky Dinks. Remember Shrinky Dinks? I think that's what these are. Yeah, so, and then a whole bunch of strands that have been very well cared for. I probably won't take those off. And then here you go again, y'all. Another one of the egg boxes with the bulbs in it. Those are just, the egg boxes themselves are just so distributed by Spartan Stores, so Fell Posh probably, Mary Ellen's Great Egg, Grand Rapids, Michigan. So yes, so just wonderful. Like some of these I probably wouldn't use, I would display. I thought this tree topper is so retro and so great, and I need to figure out what's all in there. Another egg carton that's a little bit sun bleached, but there's that. And yep, another tote full of vintage bulbs and lights. So these cool lights, I bet you the way that she took care of her stuff, I'm sure that they all still work. These are Shiny Brights, or a version of it. So her color scheme was definitely blue and silver. Yeah, this is maybe the one that is missing in the other one maybe. And then some people like Grandma Core, love the colored ones. There's just, there's different colors down here. There's so many bulbs in here, y'all. Oh. So how was I not going to pick this up? I know Chris was probably eyeballing me going, are you serious, Yvonne? Are you buying more bulbs? Yes, I can just start the support group now. I don't know what happened to me. All of a sudden I am into vintage Christmas. I'm loving a vintage Christmas. I love finding vintage Christmas. I'm probably going to be decorating with vintage Christmas. How do you pass up a whole tote of vintage bulbs? Y'all, come on. Would you have grabbed it too? So before I get into the box of salt and pepper shakers, this was a laundry basket, which is cool and retro. They're brown, and she had some nice planters that just need cleaned up. Look at these cute little frogs. They're so cute. Some mushrooms, and then some very dirty terracotta pots. And then she actually had some pieces of driftwood. So it all needs a bath, but y'all, come on. How could I pass that up? I'm like, not everybody sees the beauty in terracotta pots like I do. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to sell some, though, because I probably have too many. So now it's time to go through the salt and pepper shakers. And y'all, I'm just going to go ahead and put a few groupings up. Since there's 100 of them, I'm not going to show you every one of them. So I'll save some for my booth. Some will go on eBay. We'll just see how it goes. Because that's a lot to list. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to sort through some, and I will be back with you to share some of the salt and pepper shakers with you.
Do a little extra video for you. Still got the rest of the table to go, though.
So how did I decide when you have still 13,000 probably salt and pepper shakers? How did I decide? So some of them are shakers, just shakers, not necessarily salt and pepper shakers. So I was looking for things that I know that I've resold in my short little 4 years of reselling. Things that I've picked up singly, or things that have come in auction lots that people have bought and asked for. So we've got Hoosier type, we've got glowy glass, we've got some Christmas, we have owls and mushrooms and frogs, we've got some Halloween, we got retro. So then I was looking for like Lefton or anything that said Japan that I knew were older. Now she numbered each and every single one of her salt shakers. She had all the shakers were inventoried. So on the bottom of all of them, there is a number. So that is her number that she put on the set. So yeah. So there's that. So yeah, it was a little overwhelming there. So I'll just take the camera down, kind of spy over it. I knew that the spaghetti ones that are older, that they would say. So I was trying to really think. My brain hurt by the time I left because I was trying to really think about what people would want to buy. So I knew those were good. Like these little guys are Lefton, little kissing Mrs. and Mr. Claus. And then of course we've got some uranium glass ones that would glow. So these are glowy. So a few sets of those, which are always great for somebody to add into their glowy collection. And then look at, this was really down in their numbers because this was 513. So that was that set. And so this one's 7,200, but these were glowy. 100, I will never know, but those little bad boys add up. So you got some Hoosier type shakers, the glowy ones, some little fish ones. And so most of these are like a Lefton. These little guys were just older and I fell in love with them. This little sweet set, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but a bird with a bird's nest that comes off. Oh my gosh, she was so cute. And then of course, little elves, bendy knee elves, Christmas trees. So Christmas trees, they were definitely older, vintage. These ones still have the Lefton tags on them. Lefton. So I knew I was trying to look for names. I was overwhelmed. She was just a single. I don't know where her friend went. She can have the two ghosts, I guess. I'm not sure. But yes. So some owls. I was just looking for the retro owls. I know those are just vintage shaker, retro shaker tops. Black kitties, I kind of was picking for myself. Some fun little toads, and then the frogs. And the frogs still say Japan. One of them says Japan. Yes, Japan on it. I think these do too. Yeah, Japan, so older. Some mushrooms. This little set I thought was so stinking cute. I need to get it in there now. EMS, but how it is like a whole little set. We got some Day of the Dead ones. Those are just fun. Scott, from my Scotty Dog fans, look at those cute little Scotty Dogs. A couple little ghosts. Some lusterware. It's in wonderful shape. That still has this packaging, but the packaging's a little bit on the rough side. And I have resold sets like these before, so I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and grab those. And then these light bulb shakers, yes, they do sell. And look at this one's still in its original packaging. That's crazy. And then we're coming up to Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna grab some of the shakers. And these big guys are shakers. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so there's probably, I'm not gonna count them, but I have one more tote, so that's gotta, what do we got, 50? So I'm not gonna count them all right now, but so I have another tote, probably has 50 more in it, so I'll get that one set out to share it all with you. I still cannot believe that I bought 100 salt and pepper shakers. What have I become? Yep, there they are. I'm sure you want to see them better than that, don't you? I know that you do. Okay, let me find a space. Whew. Okay, got that. The next 50 some, I don't know how many unwrapped. So a couple pieces I forgot that I had. This was in her bathroom. She probably put a votive in it, but it is Amberina. You can see the heaviness, the coin dot type. I don't know what it's called, but it is an older vintage, especially when I saw it glowing in the light. It does glow if I put a black light on it. So that was very cool. And then I did find a fairy lamp, $3 for the bottom and $3 for the top, because remember, not everybody knows what items are. It is just depression. It does not glow, but still, it's a cool fairy lamp. Oh my Lord, is all I can say. I probably should have studied before I bought some of them, you know. Because I got a couple doubles. Some may have cracks on them and chips. It was hard to see in that lighting. I was definitely overwhelmed. And I'm just like, you're so cute, you're so cute, you're so cute, you know. Like I said, I was trying to look for ones with tags or looked like old ceramic pieces that had their tags on in the vintage. And these little wooden ones are cool because they're magnetic. It's hard to grab with my hand, you know. Mexican pottery, some old celluloid, I don't know, hard plastic ones. But look at the kitty cats with, they are shakers. Oh my gosh. So, and then these are so super cute because look at, they're holding the item. Oh my gosh. See how I was just like, oh, next thing I know, I have 100 of them in tater. You know, you can't play with salt and pepper shakers. Can you get down and not break any? Would be preferred. So there they all are. Scotty dogs, the hugger ones, some Lennox. I did grab a few of the Lennox ones. My goodness. I gotta get, he just has to be center of attention. Okay, I gotta get him down. Everybody else's stress level went up when the cat decides to jump on the table with 100 salt and pepper shakers. But yep, so you'll just have to pop on and see what I got listed. I don't know, that's a lot to list, you guys. So maybe groupings, maybe ones I'm positive y'all would like. There he goes again. He's gonna be sad when I put him in the house because he just cannot not be center of attention and just smell all the smells. So I'm just afraid he's going to knock one of them over, so darn it. So anyway, thanks for watching today's video. I sure do appreciate. Do y'all think I'm crazy? Have I reached that level of reseller that I'm now into salt and pepper shakers? But y'all know there's resell in it. And I mean, there's so many individual sets. They're pretty cool. So you can see where I just kept picking and picking, like, oh, these are cute, these are cute, these are cute, these are cute. I know somebody would like these, or I know people who like these, and yeah, anyway. So thanks again for watching today's video, and yeah, you just never know as a reseller where the picks will lead you. So thanks again for watching. As always, if you're part of our YouTube family, thank you so much. And if you're new and you're checking out the channel for the first time and you liked what you saw, I don't always get 100 salt and pepper shakers. Please hit that subscription button along with the notification bell so you know if we upload a new video, and we will see you next time, guys, and you can see what I'm up to. Bye. Now, I did Google trying to find her name on the Guinness Book of World Records, but I didn't have any luck. So I don't know if it was just a short period of time she was the record holder. I don't know how to look that part up. It only showed me the current record holder that had, I don't know, 6,000, 4,000, and she had 14,000. But I think it has something to do with you didn't have matching sets, how pristine they are, that they're not, maybe, like when I was reading that maybe they weren't souvenir pieces. I don't know. There's all these rules to being in the Guinness Book of World Record. But I know at one time, I remember her sharing, because I don't know, for 20 some years, I remember her coming into the salon to my coworker, and I know she shared it all the time. So there's that. But could I find her name in the Guinness Book of World Records to share it with y'all? Nope, I couldn't. But you know what? She had quite an amazing collection. That's all I know.